I'm Dr. Catrice from Your Spanish Journey by Brilliant Bilingual. You made it to key number 2 of my 3 keys to unlocking easy Spanish conversations. Let's recap last video. In the last video, we learned how to prime the conversation first. And just as a reminder, to do that, you open with Hola, ¿hablas español? Easy. All right, so after you set the stage for a Spanish conversation, you have to be ready with another tool in your toolbox. That takes us to frase fiel número 2, faithful phrase number 2. ¿De dónde eres? That's it. ¿De dónde eres? That means, where are you from? Now again, you might be saying, this is so simple. Simple language. Yeah, it is simple. And remember, the vocabulary is only half of the magic. Remember I said that before? It's only half the magic, because the other half of what makes a conversation work is your ability to engage and manage yourself and the other speaker. So the reason why ¿de dónde eres?, where are you from, works, because if you're speaking to someone who immigrated to the US or their family immigrated to the US, chances are they miss their home country, they're proud of their home country, and they love an opportunity to talk about their home country. With all of the anti-immigrant, anti-Spanish hate that we face in the United States, this question alone can take them to a happy place, especially if you approach the question with an energy of appreciation and respect. So let's practice that together. Start off by just listening to me. ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Muy bien. Escucha y repite. ¿De dónde eres? Repite. ¿De dónde eres? You sound good. This is exciting because now your conversation is starting to pick up traction. What I want to do now is prepare you. What could the speaker possibly say to answer the question you asked when you say ¿de dónde eres? Let's look at that in a conversation sequence.
¿De dónde eres? Soy de República Dominicana. ¿Y tú? Soy de Estados Unidos.
All right. So, you might have noticed a few things in that conversation. When you asked ¿de dónde eres?, the speaker responded, Soy de República Dominicana. I'm from the Dominican Republic. Soy de is I'm from, and sometimes the speaker will answer that way, or they may just say the name of the country, which is perfectly fine because there's 21 Spanish-speaking countries, by the way. Now, you might have also noticed that the speaker asked you a question to invite you to participate in the sequence. You were asked, ¿Y tú?, which means, how about you? ¿Y tú? That's your time to shine. That's when you can say, soy de, and you can say your hometown, soy de Atlanta, soy de Charlotte. Or if you're outside of the US, it's usually more appropriate to say your entire country. Soy de Estados Unidos. Soy de Estados Unidos. I'm from the United States. Perfect. Now, let's take a look at that conversation sequence one more time. But this time, we're going to mute the parts that say you so that you can actually speak. It's your turn to practice. Here we go.
Soy de República Dominicana. ¿Y tú?
Excelente. All right, I hope you practiced that. And if you feel like you need to go back and review that and practice maybe 1 or 2 more times, feel free, because we want you to get as comfortable as possible with that sequence. That's going to help you unlock your easy Spanish conversations. Another thing to note is, while I only taught you 1 question to ask today, if you're a little more advanced, you may have a few more questions in your toolbox, and that's great. But if you just have the 1, that's fine too. In my later emails, I'm going to show you how I can help you to build on that 1 and have a few extra conversational questions to get your conversations moving in Spanish. That's it for our key number 2. That was super easy, super fácil. Now, for our next email, I'm going to show you how to close your Spanish conversation in a container that helps you manage it. I'll explain all of what I mean by that. But by using the conversational closing container, this keeps the conversation from going off the rails, and this allows you to stay confident and in control. So you don't want to miss my next email. You are so close to fully unlocking easy Spanish conversation. And remember, si yo puedo, tú también puedes. Ciao, ciao.